So, I've been thinking a lot about legacy, which is a weird thing I think to think about when you're in your 20s, but I think it's something that more people should think about when they're making content. So, as a content creator, you're in charge of the impact that you have, the type of community that you congregate, and the and sometimes even people that you are empowering just by sharing your opinion. So, I want to be a content creator, but I find myself disliking the thoughts that I instill in myself and therefore potentially the thoughts that I instill in other people. So basically, I don't want to be somebody who thinks all the time. I'm an overthinker and I will tackle subjects and I'll think about subjects to make videos on, but I just don't. I think obviously, thinking is important. Thoughts are basically like necessary, obviously, but how do I put this? Everything is useful in moderation, and I don't know if I have the capacity to make content that wouldn't make people overthink. Maybe that's just me. Maybe just the whole like I'm literally overthinking just the kind of content that I want to make. I'm thinking about like legacy and all that stuff, but in reality I should just start making content. So I don't know. But I don't know what to make content about. The best that I could try and do, at least for this channel right now, is to just give my unfiltered thoughts and opinions on things that I think should be talked about and things that I find interesting. So this video is kind of pointless in a way because I'm just saying, hey, this is the kind of content I'll be making. But I guess I do want to let you guys know what I'll be doing. So maybe not pointless. Everything is pointless. Nothing is pointless. Okay, so great preamble. So the thing that I want to talk about that is just kind of weighing on my mind recently. So I got a new job. So I'm only doing this content creation part-time. But my job is, I'm a classifications clerk. So a classifications clerk is basically someone who's in charge of making sure that inmates get housed properly and that their accommodations are met. So I have to assess the risk of an inmate at a prison, and then I have to make sure that they don't get paired with other inmates that could cause a fight or a scene. So I have that job, and that job is important, and it adds value to society by making the lives of inmates as well easier. And it's also important because if I mess up, inmates could get beat up, and that's on me if I house an inmate in an unsafe environment. So that job versus making content on YouTube, the content creator, if you become any sort of successful, has way more money, garners way more wealth, and is way less stressful and has way less risk assessment than what I do. It's the same thing with like content creation, like a Twitch streamer. They can end up making more money than a doctor. And I just think that sucks. And like I'm not like trying to like bash content creation. I think that there are a lot of really good people that do it and they do it well. And I think that those people still do have value. I am questioning the prioritization of wealth allocation in society. So like I don't believe it should ever be possible for a recognized doctor that labors over if he's giving somebody a correct diagnosis. I don't think that person should ever be making less money than somebody who sits in front of a camera and records themselves playing video games. That's just me, right? That's just what I think. And I'm just concerned about our priorities sometimes. That's all. I'm not really trying to like bash anybody. That's what I'm trying to say. But, there's really not much we can do about it. The thing that I want to also encourage other people to think about is something that helps me is basically just making a mental checklist of like, am I going to worry about this in 6 months? Is this costing me money? Am I actively hurting myself or someone else? That is my mental checklist that I go through. And if it's yes to two or more of those questions, then I need to address the situation and figure out a solution. So it's very easy for people to just get like bogged down by thoughts and details and stuff and just be inactive. Just you need to be active. So use that checklist and format it however you want. Just like ascertain what's valuable to you and what's really important to you, and then make a checklist of 3 or 4 questions, yes or no questions, that like you can ask yourself that can help dictate your decision. So you're not just paralyzed by thoughts or details or fears or anything like that. Having that mental checklist has saved me so much headache and so much like deliberation. It's amazing. So I encourage anybody to just form that mental checklist for you to check over. And just do what you want to do, man. Just make art. Just if you're passionate about something, just do it. Just go. Like actually do it. It's so easy to just do nothing when there's a whole world out there for you to explore. There's a whole world out there for you to experience. Get out. Go outside. Leave now. I don't know. I'm just some goofball just talking in front of a camera. Like, whatever. Just do what makes you happy. Do what makes you great. So, it's kind of it. It's kind of just my unfiltered thoughts on stuff that arguably doesn't matter. Anyway, thanks. See ya.